everyone! So we're back from our shopping excursion. We now have Sanji in our graphs. Now, you know. And we also have Luffy here. As you remember from my last video, I did an unboxing for Luffy. We're going to also use him a little bit because, as I mentioned before, inside the Sanji box, we also have an additional Luffy face to it. Let's get started opening and unboxing Sanji at this point. So I do see a lot of different stances for Sanji. So before I open him up, I'm gonna try to do a few different poses for him. I'll probably do the kicking one. That is an iconic Sanji pose right there. I'll also do the one where he's also kicking with the fire legs as well. There are different faces options for him here. I noticed not so many different faces such as for Zoro or for Luffy, but we'll definitely test those out later. So I'm going to get my cutter and let's open them up now, okay? Let me unbox them. Let me first unbox it and then I'll give you guys a closer look. Ooh, this actually looks really pretty. I actually like this one a lot so far. So I'll put Sanji's box right over here. So as you can see so far, we have the Sanji figurine, the big one. We also have his fire kicks too, which we will also use as well. We have Sanji's face, we have his heart face, we have his smiling face, another smiling face. We have his, I think this is one of his like surprise faces. Zoro and also Luffy has surprise faces too. And we also have his more serious face right here. So I'm gonna unbox them again. So let's open this part. Oh yeah, he looks really nice. So just like Luffy and just like Zoro, you can just kind of move him around a little bit. So you could just, his legs are very flexible. Wait, oh, okay, never mind. Maybe too flexible, honestly. A little bit too flexible, I think. Let's attach that again. I think that's pretty entertaining, honestly. Here. Let's take off his face first. Oh, never mind. Let's take off his head. I just detached his head. I'm so sorry about that. Let's do the kicking one because the shoes are already on here. Let's try this kicking motion really quick. So I'm going to try that. Okay, one of his hands is different. So let me change the hand really quick. So it seems like he has a fist on his left side. Okay, so he has like this kind of... Oh, but the cigarette's already in his mouth, so I guess he can't really have two cigarettes. All right, so now that I have that together, now I'm gonna try to do the motion too. So let me just move this out of the way for now. Move his leg up a little more, maybe not too up to the point where it breaks off. Okay, so I got it a little. I also think with the camera angle here, it makes it look higher than it actually is. But I'm gonna try my best, honestly. I think I got it a little. I think with legs, when you're kicking, I think it's supposed to be straight normally. Even like the back leg that you need to balance yourself on, that has to be straight too. All right, I kind of like got him. So I got him in the first pose right here where he's just kind of kicking. Oh, I think his foot's kind of like this as well. So I got him up in the pose. I got him kicking a little bit. He is kicking, honestly. Sanji is kicking. I don't know. I always forget like some of his moves names. I don't really pay attention to the names. I just pay attention to the actions. Okay, maybe you can't really balance him like this. Like if I leave him like this, yeah, he's gonna fall. It's still a pretty cool pose that I can do with him. So I think that's really neat. I think that's cool that the figure can actually do something like that. I think the next pose I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try the one where he's spinning with the fire legs right around here. So let's try to do that one next. I'm just gonna change the hands. So we have his hands. I always have to do this. I always have to look at my hands to make sure they're the right way. So like, if I was Sanji, okay, so this hand and okay, if I was Sanji, okay, so these are the hands that he needs. So this is the right side, this is the left side. You have to be so careful. These things are so delicate too. they're not just delicate. Like, you cannot just like lose these. You can also, I don't think they're easy to break. I just think they're just mostly easy to lose. So here are his fire feet. So cool. I actually really like this design. I think the fire here is like so neat. It's so unique too. You can actually move the fire too around. You can just move it around like it's his actual foot on fire. So far, I'm really liking this design a lot. Probably more than Luffy and more than Zoro, but I am biased because Sanji is my favorite out of the three, I would say. So let me detach his legs. Okay, there we go. It's so scary. I'm pretty happy I'm doing this because if you guys get this and you try to break this, honestly, or you're scared of breaking it, you can at least watch this video and be like, oh, I can take this apart and it won't break. Okay, perfect. So we got the first fire foot right here, first fire leg. Now let's get ready for the next one. Is this? Oh, I see what it is. Okay, so I see. So the fire's a little bit different. If you can tell here, I don't think you can really tell. But the fire, it's kind of like there's more on his front and his front foot and there's more in the back. Because I think it's because he's spinning, that's why. So he's spinning in like this kind of motion. So I'm trying to get him in the pose that I want him to get in. It kind of looks something like this maybe. So let me just take a quick look at the box again. So it's supposed to be... Okay, yeah, I just had to do it myself too. So it kind of looks something like he is basically doing like a cartwheel, his hips kind of like this. Hands aren't entirely flat on the ground. I don't think he can, maybe we can try. Hold on. Okay, maybe not, but it's close enough, honestly. Okay, maybe not, but close enough, I would say. Close enough. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Fire split, here we go. Okay. And his last one... Oh, actually, let's try this one too. Let's try this pose right here. He has like his fists in the air and he's like ready to kick basically. So he's like fist in the air, ready to kick, but it's only one fire kick. So let's try that one because that's also an iconic Sanji pose too. Okay, you guys want to see? And pop. So I'm gonna, before I put the head back on, let me change his foot really quick. Are the feet different? Yeah, this is his left foot right here. So this is his left one. So let's change that really quick. It's confusing because I think Luffy's hurt more. So Luffy here, like whenever he didn't have the straw hat on, like his hair, his spiky hair, like it definitely hurt, but his figurine was like very bearable. It was like really good. I thought Zoro's figurine was like probably the most difficult, even though it had like the most, because it had like the most designs. Like it had like his belt, it had his swords, and even when you had to like change his legs, you had to like take all of his like stuff off, like his not skirt, his pants, his swords too. So you had to like basically take everything apart. But the Sanji one here is actually pretty manageable. I actually really like the Sanji one a lot. The fist here, he's kind of like, his head's like a little down. I'll show you guys on the box again, but his arm, stop doing this to me, Sanji. Why? Oh, it's because it's backwards, that's why. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, I fixed his fists. So if you can look closely, I fixed them now. He has like this kind of like motion, like where he's just like, he's like kind of like getting ready to like fight or something, you know, like kind of like glaring at you. So he looks something like this, maybe like that. So if you guys can look here, so this was the pose I really wanted to do with him. This is the pose that we got right here. So pretty close to it. I'm very happy with that. And I like this pose a lot too. It's very Sanji. It's like his pose, very iconic too, especially in One Piece. So now that we finished the fighting motions, let's get into a more like goofier kind of like playful motion now. So I'm going to try his more like iconic, his like love face right here when he's like, and just like Zoro, please let me know if you are also a fan of Sanji. What was your favorite moment with Sanji? Okay, so now we got like another iconic Sanji pose. We got another iconic Sanji look here. This is the one where he's more kind of like being kind of silly if he sees a very beautiful woman, if he sees Nami, if he sees Robin here. He does go like hard eyes, of course. So let's also do Luffy too, because if you remember correctly, Luffy also has a new additional face for the Sanji figurine box too. So we're gonna change that one for Luffy as well. With Luffy's look here, so with the Luffy like drooling look, drooling over food, it kind of shows that this is the point where, because Sanji is a cook and he's like one of the best cooks, the Luffy face is basically kind of like their relationship, because he does love Sanji's cooking. He's always like hungry, he's always like drooling, he's always like, oh my god, that looks so good, you know? Before we finish up, there's also one more look I want to see, and it's this one Sanji gives when he sees Zoro saving a woman when he was supposed to save her. So let's switch that one really quick. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of like one of like the last looks of Sanji, his like little shocked face right here. I'm really happy with the results of what we bought here. This is Sanji's figurine. Let me know in the comments if you actually like it, or which one do you like so far? So far we did Luffy first. Zoro's around here somewhere. I can't find him at the moment. I think Francisco knows where he is. And for the new one, the new edition, we also have Sanji too. Okay, everyone, so that is it today. So that was our unboxing. Thank you again for joining me on my adventure today. We walked around Akihabara, we managed to find Sanji, we managed to find a cheaper Sanji after going to the second store. It's really surprising how prices could be so different depending on the stores. I think the store that we went to that was the most expensive one for the Sanji figurine, I think it was a very popular store, but I'm really happy we found a much more cheaper one. And no matter the price, the quality itself is really good. So I'm really happy overall with basically what we bought here today, and I'm really happy I got to share it with all of you. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Please comment your thoughts on our new Sanji edition. Also, please comment, which one do you like more so far? Do you like the Luffy? Do you like the Zoro? Do you like Sanji? Which one do you think you'd be more interested in? Also, please remember, don't forget to subscribe, hit a like on that like button, and we will see you next time, okay? See you soon. Sayonara. Adios.